Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is Friday, March 6th, and the market is red. So let's see what's going to be our best opportunities today. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice, so always do your due diligence. How are you guys this morning? How are you, Luis Rodriguez and everybody else? Marvell, huh? What are you saying about that? MRVL, they did have earnings, didn't they? And they must have beat their earnings. It looks like you said beat Q4 estimates with record revenue of 2.22 billion and 80-cent EPS driven surging AI data center demand. And there's resistance at that 85, what do you say, 50? But if we get by that, we can cruise. There you go at Marvell this morning, guys. How are you, Janica, this morning? And let's see what's popping up there. CRE, I saw this guy, CRE. I don't even know what it is. Create or something. Not sure exactly what that is in Hong Kong. Laptop Travel probably knows. There's IBG running up. That's a beverage company right there, winery and distillery or something like that. And then you have your Turb right there, your Turb Energy. Let me plug in my phone. Turb Energy was jumping up some more. And then that Battalion Oil, I told you guys this thing was still looking good. Any right there, Sphere 3D, that's not looking too bad. T-Pet still running up there with your oil, and your Qs are probably down. Your SPY looks like it's down right there, and it's dipping down. Your Qs are down. USO, that's whoa, holy cow, we got over that 100 right there. I'd say our options are going to be paying pretty well this morning. How about that, guys? We got options yesterday. We got 95 strikes. It's at 103. They'll be nice this morning. That should be running up there. So there you go. If you're following us, good morning, Sam. Did you get these USO calls with us yesterday in the Discord? That's going to be paying out pretty nice right there, I must say. And the IWM is down as well. That one had looked like it was coming down regardless. It's hitting resistance. Looks like it's going to continue to come down right there. That TMDE is still up as well. And let's look and see what our Mag 7 is doing this morning. AMZN right there. Good old Amazon is down $2. Apple is down $1.51. So none of these look good. Remember, I was saying I didn't think any of these really looked that great. Maybe Microsoft. There's your Google dip like I was talking about. Meta pulling back some more right there. And Microsoft is dipping down as well. And that one was the only one that really looked pretty decent. The video wasn't too bad, but that's pulling back as well. And then Tesla was already coming down. So that's your Mag 7, and they are dipping there, Luis Rodriguez. So how about that? AMC not looking so bad, like I've been saying. GameStop still has a little setup right there. We'll see when it wants to get ready. And then your Chewy was flat. Unity was going up the other day. It's just kind of flat. It's down a little bit, but nothing crazy. And Netflix finally a little bit of pullback. You might be topped out there, but that was one hell of a run right there for Netflix. AVGO down. MU down, and we were saying these guys look like they wanted to pull back, and there they go. They're pulling back, that's for sure. And there's your MU, and then TSM. Oh yeah, and them holy cow, them USO calls are basically zero DTEs now. Oh man, they should be paying out pretty well today. That's for sure. I just thought about that. They expire today, so they're zero DTEs and jumped up that much. What was it up to? 105, 106 maybe? Yeah, 106. Holy cow, that thing was ripping right there for USO. Beautiful call from yesterday. And let's see what else is going on over here on our list. I don't know why I just thought of that, but I did. And then QCOM was coming down. It was jumping up a little bit yesterday. Snow is going up yesterday, and now it's coming down. So there you go. Some pullback with Snow. The market does not look pretty this morning. PayPal pulling back right there as well. And then Intel down a little bit. Your Dell was pulling back some, and that had that nice rip up there. IBM was looking good, and even that's pulling back right there. How about your Palantir right here? Here we go, Michael Anthony. I might have called that one perfectly. I said it was going towards the 160, and yesterday is when it looked like it was coming down, Sam. How about that? And you love Webull for that. Makes it so easy. And what are you guys even talking about? I don't even know. Resist. You can relate. Trading on your phone. Oh yeah, I love Weeb. I'm telling you guys, Webull was the greatest. If you're not using it, I don't know what you're waiting for. I waited way too long, and I'm telling you guys, it's the greatest. There's nothing on this planet like Webull. I have Robinhood. It sucks. It's not even good. And yeah, Webull absolutely incredible. It's the best trading platform by a long shot in my eyes. And you guys, I've been looking at these things for a while, so I would say if you're not using Webull, you might want to check into it. It is incredible. Sandesk, we were talking about this coming down yesterday and today, so we were dead on the money on that. Why doesn't someone just play what I say during the show? Make a transcript, Luis Rodriguez, and then we'll just enter that transcript into a trading bot and let it go to town. Could you imagine if it just went to town and traded all these like I've talked about? It would be insane. It would be absolutely bonkers if something could trade what I say all the time. It would be nuts. Anyway, Adobe down a little bit and Oracle down a little bit. Not too crazy down, but it is pulling back. They have their earnings coming up next week on the 10th, which should be what, Tuesday? Yeah, March 10th is next Tuesday already. March 10th, Tuesday. That's crazy. And then let's look at our crypto ones. Crypto, a little bit of pullback here. I can see Bitcoin at 70,161 and Ethereum at 2,049. Solana's at 87 and Ripple's at 139 right there. So you do have a little bit of pullback in that area as well in your crypto world. Hood pulling back a little bit. Coinbase pulling back as well. And so is that bull right here. Our bull is still up a little bit, but it had been pulling back. I mean, this thing does not look bad. Bull looks like it wants to take off, guys. I don't know, but it just has that look like it could get cruising. So keep an eye on BULL. And let's see what Space is doing right here. SPCE, because this bad boy is getting set up, I would say. Space is getting set up. Boeing was pulling back right there. Wait for that to bottom out. I bet Boeing will get set up relatively soon, too. And DJT was pulling down. Lockheed Martin right here is up this morning, and your Huntington Ingalls was flat. Northrop Grumman is up as well. I saw that this morning. So it looks like they want to roll off. That one does want to roll off the MACD right there. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then your Nike right here down. Lulu is down as well. And then McDonald's right here is down. McDonald's down in a red market, guys. You know something's a little odd right there. Disney's pulling back some more like we had thought. And Oxy is up a little bit with your oil and gas. So there you go. ExxonMobil should be up, and it certainly is. And CVX should be up, and that certainly is right there. And they're blasting off even higher than they were before. DXYZ is down. SATS is up a little bit. ASTS, that was oh, what am I doing besides hitting the cap lock? ASTS is down this morning. ONDS is down as well. And UMAC right here is pulled back. So let's see. Fun was looking pretty good. I didn't even put out a list. I went to go do a list last night, and I was like, I don't really like anything. I guess I could have liked Boyle. That might have been like my favorite one, but there was nothing like really. That's when you know we're in trouble, guys. When I don't see anything, I mean, they're setting up. I didn't really necessarily like anything for tomorrow or for today. I guess the oil plays were the best one. I guess I should have put them Battalion, TMDE, and them. I didn't even think about it, to be honest with you. They were probably the best plays. Snow is going down right there. Even Salesforce right here is down a little bit this morning. That was looking good. And then Love, we were saying these airlines could still be dipping. I mean, you could probably take these down right here. American Airline and UAL, they look like they were still pulling back right there. What's that KORU doing? That one was going down yesterday. That still looks like it could still be dipping down a little bit more. So keep an eye on that. Carmen right here is up, and Katos is down a little bit. So the market is not looking very healthy. Let's put it that way. Carmel, Critical Metals down right there. USAR is also down, and UAMY is down right there. So a lot of them are down this morning. RGTI, the computer hardware, that's down. Plug was down. CBRL, I bet, is going to be pulling back there. Cracker Barrel, it looked like it was going to. And let me see, AMPX, that was the other one. That's even pullback, guys. So a lot of pullback right there this morning, just about everything. So anyway, let's see. Back-to-back meetings and a 4-hour road trip. Oh, wow. There you go, Sam. That's what you were talking about. I missed that message right there. 4-hour road trip today. Well, that's a pretty good road trip. Is that only one way? Because that's an 8-hour day just in the car. If that's only a one-way trip, but if it's a whole road trip, then it's 2 and 2. And I guess that's half your day right there. But enjoy your road trip, Sam. That's for sure. And let's see. Yeah, that's why Webull, I'm telling you, is the greatest. I'm not gonna lie, it's amazing. And let's see. Now we just have to need the stocks to perform like the platform. Yeah, you're not kidding. Palantir is down. LNG. What is that doing this morning? That is at Chenery Energy or something. That's ripping up there as well. BNAI, that brand engagement, that's still running up there. Well, wasn't that Janica that called that thing? I think that was a beauty right there. She called that the other day. It was still going up. How about the Viking right here is down as well? Sinez Tech, something going on there. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but something happened over there. And gosh, that was the other one, the natural gas, this or oil and gas. Boil was up, natural gas. Gosh, the oil and gas was definitely up. So yeah, Boyle and gosh, them two are looking pretty good this morning. Besides that, I don't think there's a whole lot looking great, guys. And it wasn't really looking that great going into today. I'm not going to lie. At least last night, it didn't look that great. And that's why I was kind of saying, warning you guys that, don't carry anything over the night, over the weekend. That's for sure. I mean, look at these things. They just look like a disaster. Even the crypto ones. Let's look at crypto real quick. And Bitcoin, oh, it just pulled back into the 69 area. Look at that. And it is pulling back. I mean, it is a little healthy, but you don't want it to pull back too much because a 20 comes down here. It needs to get curled up in the next over the weekend. It definitely has to get curled up Saturday, Sunday, back up. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as well. Here's this Ripple right there. They all have the same look. They've been carrying the same look. So you can basically just look at Bitcoin at the moment and see what they're all going to do because they all are following Bitcoin. So that's, I guess, a good thing at the moment. Well, it's easy to follow them, that's for sure. But at the same time, we don't want it to pull back too much right there. Unemployment numbers are released today at 8:30, so that should be interesting. That's for sure. Let me see. Where's the calendars? I don't even know. Right there. And let's see. Average hourly earnings, government payrolls, manufacturing payrolls, non-farm payrolls, participation. Is that what it said? Participation rate. Um, Unemployment right there it is. Wow. Used car prices. They have so many things going on. But yeah, all at 8:30, all that stuff. And Fed Hammock speech at 1:30. So I'm not sure what he has to say, but they do speak like every single week. So it's not a big deal. Let's see if we can read some stock news here. The stocks fall as bond rout deepens after jump in oil, I would say, and the everybody loses scenario. Why the Iran conflict is breaking this classic portfolio strategy. Yeah, it's not really following many strategies this war. I'm not gonna lie, it's all over the place. I mean, oil's running, we know that. Israeli military moving to next phase of Iran campaign, and the Dow futures fall 200 points. Index heads for the worst week since October as U.S. oil tops 86, and February jobs report on deck. Here's what to expect, Luis Rodriguez. So there you go. And I would say our oil stocks are cruising, and there you are, 103.35. It's up pretty big, and like I said, we have options on that, so I'm not going to be complaining that oil's up. We played it the right way, at least. That was nice. Finally played something the right way. And so, yeah, there you go, everybody. I think that's what we have in store today. It looks like a red day, Q put day. I probably could have just put the Q puts in the oil plays. Like I said, I went to go do the note, and I was just like, I didn't put anything for the Mag 7, and I didn't really put anything for the top picks, but it should have been the oil plays and the and Boyle and Gush. And yeah, and then I was looking, I was like, these momentum plays don't look like they really want to go anywhere. It's the penny stocks. Let's look at them. That they could move. Data Vault's not looking too bad right there. JTAI, it's down a little bit. KXIN, let's see, that's up a little bit. Watch that one today right there. What's this one? That LHAI, that wasn't looking too bad yesterday as well. And that ELPW, that E-Long Power, that's down this morning. We'll have to keep an eye on that. B-Hat right here, Doge Mama 9, like I said, just beware of that. One's going to reverse split on Monday, so don't don't jump in that today, obviously. But in that UOKA, let me try to get to that one. And that's down just a little bit, but keep an eye on that. It's trying to jump around. I don't know. It could be a weird market day right here, guys. I mean, look at that red. And this is what you expect to see during war. I'm not going to lie. Not every day, but this is a general look what you would think and what your energy sector booming right there, especially a war with Iran with the oil and everything else. So I would say it looks about right on right there. I would assume, and Qs are down right there. Look at them; they look like they're pulling back. Spy right there is down as well, and your IWM is still down. So nothing changing right there, guys. And I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review. Q puts, Sam, I would say we'll have to look for that top area and get it to put down today. And then our oil calls are going to be way up. So we'll have to see when we want to close them, actually. There's zero DTEs now. You love zero DTEs. But, yeah, we basically have zero DTEs expiring today. Hopefully this thing doesn't bounce down too much. It should bounce right back up, stay up there for the open. It should get cruising. I mean, oil looks amazing right here, guys. So I'd be watching these guys right here, like Battalion right there, which is running up some more. That TMDE right here is running up some more. And what else was running up more? What was the other one? I'm drawing a blank. There's another one. But T-Pet, that's the other one that's been running up a lot right there. This T-Pet right here. So just keep an eye on them, guys. Your Boyle, your Gush, and your Q puts, and then you probably will have a pretty decent day right there. And if you add the oil calls going into today, it looks like they should be paying out pretty well. So there you go, everybody. What is Michael Anthony's PD doing? That's just flat. It doesn't usually do anything in the morning anyway. And let me see. This UAVS had been looking pretty decent. It's down a penny right there. So nothing real crazy, guys. We just went through the entire market. Like I said, Q puts, your oil plays, Battalion, T-Pet, TPET, BATL, USO is already flying up. We have calls on that going in from yesterday, so we're safe on that. That's jumping up. Maybe short the airlines down. They don't look good at all. And Bitcoin pulling back a little bit at the moment. The market's pulling back at the moment. So there you are, Sam and Janica and Doge Mama 9 and everybody else. I would say that's what we have in store for our Friday today, March 6th. So be sure to play that accordingly. And any questions, feel free to shoot me a message on X. I do respond to everyone, and make sure you trade smart and lock in those profits today, because I don't think you want to be carrying too much over the weekend. That's for sure. Not in this look right here. And that Iran war, I'm telling you, it's getting pretty fired up right here. Iran's really retaliating and hitting like residential areas over there. So this thing's getting pretty intense. And like we just read, Israel is moving to the next phase of their Iran campaign. And I can't imagine what that is. They already took out the supreme leader. And I'm sure the next phase is just like eliminate any other threat. It's probably like, all right, whatever threats left, they're gone. And so you might see Israel just go wild, buck wild, and just start droning and firing missiles all over the place. So not that they haven't already, but I would say, and I think we've basically taken out like their entire navy. We just sunk another battleship of theirs. That's pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. And they tricked them on that too. They lied to them. They got like another country to tell them to come out for an exercise. And the U.S. was supposed to be there. The U.S. bowed out, and then all of a sudden, when the ship was leaving, they shot it and torpedoed it. That's how they knew it was going to be there. I had no idea. I love reading that stuff. I don't read it. I put it in ChatGPT so it could tell me what it did. But anyway, I like to follow it. Let's put it that way. I like how Israel found that dude. Like they tacked into the street, the traffic signals, the camera system, the CCTV for like 2 years. They were hacked into it. I mean, it's the craziest shit they pull off. There's nothing that they can't do. That's for sure. And so yeah, it's just kind of intriguing the way but they've been just kind of setting these guys, Iran up, and Iran just keeps falling for like everything. It's kind of crazy. Like, don't they realize that they're like getting attacked and they might be getting boozled here, like bamboozled, but I guess not. They just keep falling for it all. They're like, hey, let's take our warship out there. And then the next thing you know, it just sinks. And it's pretty wild. And yeah, like I told you yesterday, Israel told them that they were going, all their leaders were leaving for that Friday. And then they all just came back in disguise and then just went and bombed the shit out of them. So it was so crazy. And that's what they're pulling off. So very risky to hold over the weekend with this administration in general. Then you throw a war into it. So yeah, I would say it is very, very crazy. So we'll be looking at them unemployment numbers released at 8:30. They could make a big deal right there. The administration drops big announcements over the weekend as always. And they like to move the markets one way or the other. But yeah, you got to be careful not to be holding it over the weekend. Just take whatever the direction is Monday morning, and we always look at it anyway, so we always know. But it's going down today, that's for sure. And your oil stocks are going up. So that is what the market looks like. And all information presented here is for educational and informational purpose only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. And again, trade smart, lock in those profits. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like Louis Rodriguez, Janica, Sam, Laptop Travel, Doge Mama 9, Robin, and everybody else hanging out. Who else? Ross and Progressive G probably, and Joseph Levy's probably still in pain. I'll hit him up today, see how he's feeling. So hopefully you're feeling a little better there, Joseph Levy. And that is what we have this morning. So I'll keep you guys posted in the Discord, and we'll see how it runs. But I would say focus on the USO, the Q puts, on the oil going up, Italian, T-Pet, them bad boys. And that's about what you're going to be looking at on this Friday morning. So you guys enjoy your day. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow along X, YouTube, Instagram, and like the show on your way out of here. And there you go, everybody. So goodbye. Good luck. See you later. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day, everyone.